What's up, you CYBERLUX army? What's up, you CYBERLUX family? And what's up, you moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to talk about ticker symbol CYBL, CYBERLUX Corporation. The stock is trading at 3 cents. We are 50% down from, or more than 50% down from our all-time high of 6.5 cents. And it is trading at a discount price. We have seen some red days into the market, and it's just not over yet. We have seen CYBERLUX, ILUS, you name them, many other stocks that we are trading into, they're down at the moment. CYBERLUX is down 17%, 0.031. And while we are seeing red days, I wanted to remind myself that the company's fundamentals have not changed. What the company does, as an example, what CYBERLUX does has not changed. The army of CYBERLUX has not changed. The community and social aspect of CYBERLUX has not changed. And also the expansion that they are trying to do, the horizontal growth, they are trying to make more and more connections and contacts within the DoD, the Department of Defense, into the US Army, and whatever their technology with the LED lighting efficiency and their contracts that have not changed. And furthermore, the $5 million revenue that they're expecting for 2021, the target has not changed either. Whatever is changed in last couple of weeks, or maybe from last week to this week, is the sentiment, the emotions, the way the stocks are traded, and overall trading pattern. Remember, CYBERLUX was trading at 6 cents and people were looking to buy and going crazy to buy CYBERLUX. And right now it is at 3 cents. So does it make sense to buy CYBERLUX at 3 cents? Decide for yourself. I am writing it for free. If you want to learn how you can write for free, you can click on the like button and subscribe to my channel, and also join the Patreon and private Discord, and we'll talk about more on that, how you can take the advantage. Red days are bringing some opportunities. Hey, it's a risk versus reward, so not always you make a ton of money. You only invest the money that you're willing to lose, and if it works out, you're looking at 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times returns on the investment when it comes to penny stock. And we have seen over and over and over again. Remember BNGO, NNDM, CTRM, ZOM, CYBERLUX, ILUS, IFAN, CCAJ, all these stocks are super risky. On the flip side, you can lose the money, but if that works out, you're looking at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times return on your investment in a very short period of time. I'm going to share more about the quarterly accomplishment that the CYBERLUX Corporation has shared with us, and remind myself that the fundamental has not changed. The company is still the same, what we have seen last week. So let's talk about all this juicy information. I'm here to share more details about CYBERLUX, and I'm here to share the ideas and thoughts that I have personally for myself, and sharing with you, hoping you can make informed financial decision. Now, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do a good job and click on the subscribe button so you can get notified every single time I post the video. Second thing is, click on the like button. Click on the like button. I want you to do a pretty good job clicking at the like button so we can share this information, this research and analysis with more and more people. If you are feeling extra happy today, you can join my Patreon group, and we can support each other, especially on the red days. If you have any thoughts and ideas, these are some great opportunities where we can write for free. And this is what has been done back in the days when CYBERLUX was 2 cents, came to 4 cents. Many people sold it and they're writing it for free, and I can share more thoughts and ideas in our private Discord how you can write it for free as well. It's $4.99. It's not a ton of money. You can recoup the investment just in a trade or two for many more upcoming months. Looking at CYBERLUX, if you take a look at the 5-day, the stock is down 53%, as you can see. So it's on 50% sell right now. In my honest opinion, we'll also talk about the price prediction later in this video as well, where the CYBERLUX can go. But remember, it's 52% down. Now, looking at the short volume, we are not really looking that the short volume is causing this dip at the moment. Now, CYBERLUX is not the only stock that is down. Many of our penny stocks, sub penny stocks, are down at the moment. If you take a look at the volume yesterday, it was 294 million with the 3791 as the short short volume ratio, which is not a great huge short volume ratio. Rather, it's a smaller and lower short volume ratio. Remember, when it was around 6.5, it was 44, 40, 36, and right now we are seeing somewhere around mid 30s, and the volume spiked up from 96 million, it went to 294 million. If you want to take a look at today's volume is also pretty high. Take a look right here, 451 million is the volume, which is almost 300% than the average volume of last 65 days of 153 million volume that you can see. The stock is 312. It was just under 3 right before a few minutes. So it is spiking up. What I'm trying to say is many people are buying the stock and they are going to average out very soon, and they are going to be able to ride it for free. And there are different exit strategies. You want to decide for yourself. You want to build the conviction into the company. But what I want to talk about more in this video is CYBERLUX shared an official update on their Twitter handle. By the way, CYBERLUX army is growing, as you can see right here. They're very close to 7,000 followers, 6,760 followers right now. CYBERLUX shared this quick update yesterday around the monthly recap with the key accomplishment for the month of September 2021, which is pretty big. So what they have accomplished in Q2 is, or rather in Q3, is phenomenal. Let's take a look right here. This is the release letter that their CEO stated and shared with us. The first thing is they are compliant with the OTC market pink requirement through the disclosure statement and financial filing. So the company is more and more transparent. They're sharing a ton of details and they are pink current at the moment. Yes, there were some hiccups that we saw with some of the trading platform, and I shared in my previous video those details as well, but those are all fixed. The company CYBERLUX, CYBL ticker symbol, OTC market pink current, and it is working out pretty well. They also announced Mr. Larson as the CYBERLUX executive vice president and general manager for the flight eye drone solution business unit, and this is one of the very strategic moonshot for CYBERLUX. If that works out, that's going to be a huge, innovative, one of a type, unique, very unique opportunity for CYBERLUX to expand their business and the revenue. They also introduced a flight GDN platform with the global US capability framework with the US capabilities. So that is going to be very, very interesting as well. They are looking into LiDAR mapping. They're monitoring eye in the sky technology, so on and so forth. Pretty innovative with the thermal sensor technology, with the LED lighting, what CYBERLUX is great at. So they're expanding into the innovation and other areas as well. On the top, they are accomplished. They are acknowledged by Yahoo as one of the top 10 best growing stock into the penny stock market. So that's pretty huge. They're honored to be recognized by Yahoo Finance as 10 best microcap stock to invest in. So that is pretty impressive. They have recent acquisition of the Stealthworks HCMC Drone Solutions LLC. We know that the technology that they are fueling with and their innovation is the key when it comes to CYBERLUX and expanding their areas into, definitely into the corporate business to business, but into DoD and military agencies that they have relationship with. So this is pretty massive. They also announced the channel partnership with Strike Group, which is one of the biggest strategic move that they have to drive the adoption, contracting, and revenue of the flight light drone solution. So which is huge. Now also on the top of that, the juicy stuff that you want to look into is their Q3 update. They shared that the revenue in Q3 was $2 million, that they are beating their expectation, their own expectations by $500,000. That's $500,000 in revenue that they did not expect in Q3 that they are generating, and they mentioned that they're on track and they're super hopeful to close the year with about $5 million in revenue. And my hope is they're going to go beyond $5 million in revenue for 2021, because remember, they did $500,000 more just in Q3. So these are all very juicy stuff. This is all very much appealing for the company of the size of CYBERLUX. They did not really have a new web. They had a pretty old website, if you remember, before a couple of weeks. Right now, they have a ton of great information on their site, cutting edge technologies that they're using. Their website is working on mobile. So the company has been learning a lot along with their growth as they have at the moment. What they have is finalized the second acquisition that gives access into the new market for both Europe and United States, which is pretty massive. Remember what happened with ILUS, very same thing, that they expanded themselves into EMEA or the European market. Also, they have expanded themselves into the United States market as well, and they have acquired a couple of companies, ILUS, and this is the same story for CYBERLUX as well. And we have talked multiple times that CYBERLUX could be another ILUS. Remember the way ILUS spiked up. Our strategic roadmap is evolving quickly, and their new input from a large strategic partner which is on the roadmap. They're not going to share a ton, but the IR deck is going to come up very soon. They launched the refreshed website. We already talked about that. They also have the term sheet agreement with the third CYBERLUX platform acquisition, and I expect this to be closed by October, which is going to be massive. At that time, when they announce this news, people will rush to buy the stock and it will hit once again all-time high. So we'll talk about that in a second, but they are focusing on the growth. You want to remember further that the 5 or 6 key takeaways or the key areas that they're growing: OTC market, done; key org hire, done, Q3; contract and pipeline, Q3, Q4, that is working on pretty well, on the roadmap, on the target, aggressively moving on. Acquisition and priorities, Q3, done; products, Q3 and Q4, the number 5, that is also done, and it is on target, on the track as well. South America pipeline, will be hearing more into the IR deck very, very soon. So I just wanted to remind you all this. Now, what happened with 10 best micro stocks, which is also amazing that they are ranked as number 9 or number 10, I forgot, but one of the best stock to invest in, which is, once again, Yahoo shared 10 different stocks, and CYBERLUX was one of them. I did not see many other stocks that we are ahead the way at the moment, but for CYBERLUX, it's pretty massive. One thing I wanted to share with you is, take a look right here. CYBERLUX went to 266 today. Yesterday, it did not really go anywhere. So let's take a look what it did yesterday. So if I take a look at 5-day, you can see right here it has been gradually into the decreasing or the dipping mode. So it's sideways, but that's when the buying opportunity comes in. For CYBERLUX Army, they're growing over and over again, and we have seen that people are buying, because think about it. If you take a look at the volume, which is the key, remember when we had about 6 and above right here, our volume was 136 million. When we went down from 6 to 4, our volume was 346 million. Now when we went from 4 to, once again, to 3, our volume kind of doubled from 148 to 286 million. So what that suggests, and by the way, one thing I wanted to mention is, when the volume went up, we did not really see the short volume ratio went up as well. What that suggests is, basically, it's not the short sellers. Short sellers do not believe that this price will go high, or this price will go lower, which means they're not short selling this particular stock. If that was the case, then we would be able to see the short volume ratio going higher and higher and higher. Rather, from 52, it is now 37, 38. So short sellers do not believe that this stock will go more into the negative direction. But hey, this is, once again, this is the stock market, so do your own due diligence. This is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but one thing that you want to keep in mind is, when we were looking at the stock at 6 cents, people were talking about 10 cents. Nothing has changed. It's been only 3 or 4 days. We are getting this stock at 266, maybe 2/3, 60% down, 65% down. If you take a look right here, 266 versus 648. So 22 times 3 is 66, more or less. So we are getting something at 66% discount. So that's a great opportunity. The volume, today's volume is all-time high. I do not see, and really we are at the midday today transaction session. We have a couple of more hours, maybe 2.5 hours more to go, and this is one of the highest volume that we are seeing right now. 439 million. We did not really literally see 402 million, 405 million when the stock was 2 and 3. So we are seeing the volume back. Now, in terms of the price prediction, what you can think about this stock is it is going to have some more juicy and juicier information. And I do expect personally, and I do not have a crystal ball, I'm just looking through my analysis and research and the price point and the way it fluctuates and upcoming catalysts. So do your own due diligence. Don't make me responsible, or that's your money at the end of the day. But what I think for myself is ILUS is going to hit all-time high when they have more and more juicy information around their acquisition, around the revenue. We are still wanting to see, I personally want to see what is their expenses look like, what is their profitability looks like. Yes, they have booked $2 million worth of revenue, but after you deduct the expenses, what is the profitability? Well, how much money ILUS, or how much money rather CYBERLUX is taking home in their pocket that will help the shareholders and their investors and the company itself for the further growth. So that's something I'm super interested in learning, and you should be as well if you own CYBERLUX Corporation, ticker symbol CYBL. But if you think about it, is going to hit all-time high, which I think once we hear more news, once the sentiment changes, once the emotions changes into the market, we are going to see it is hitting all-time high, which is more than double at this price point. And there could be many different exit strategies to make money out of CYBERLUX and ride for free. If you want to learn more about that, click on the like button. Click on the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it'll help me a lot sharing my words, sharing this research and analysis with more and more people so that they can make informed financial decisions. Subscribe to my channel so you can get notified every single time I post a video. You can turn on that little notification bell as well so it'll notify you as soon as I drop the video, because I've been sharing a ton of time-sensitive updates. If you feel extra happy, click on that Patreon link and help the channel out. It's $4.99. We have private Discord and we talk a ton about penny stocks and cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.